by Norman Whitney.
Chapter 1. A Stranger in Wood End. On Saturday the 31st of October 1964, a man arrived in the village. It was late in the evening. He was looking for somewhere to stay the night. He knocked at a door, and a woman opened it. "Good evening, madam," the man said. "I'm sorry it's so late, but can you help me, please? Is there a hotel in this village? I want to stay here tonight." The woman laughed. "A hotel? Here in Wood End? No, sir, I'm afraid there isn't." "What a pity," said the man. "I'm a stranger here, and I want to see your village tomorrow." The stranger was very polite. He was tall and had dark hair, and he had strange green eyes. "Perhaps Mrs. Harrison can help you," the woman said. "She has a room. Perhaps you can stay with her. Wait a minute, I'll get my coat and I'll take you there." The woman took the stranger to Mrs. Harrison's house. Mrs. Harrison gave him a room for the night. He was very glad. It was the last night of October, and it was cold. The next day was Sunday. The man looked round the village. He was very interested in the history of the village. He met some of the villagers and asked them their names. But he did not visit the church. That was unusual. The church in Wood End was the most beautiful building in the village. But the stranger was not interested in it. He did not go to church that night with all the villagers. It was the first Sunday evening of November. When the villagers came out of the church, the man had gone. They had all liked him. The ladies had thought he was very good-looking. A few weeks later he came back. It was the first Sunday in December. The villagers were coming out of church. It was cold and dark. "Hello," he said. "I'm back again. It's nice to see you all once more." His next words surprised everyone. "Perhaps you can help me," he said. "I'm looking for a house. I want to buy a house here." "Here?" someone said. "But why here? There's no work in Wood End for a young man. All the young people leave the village. They find work in Lydney, the nearest town." "I'll get a job somewhere," the stranger said. "Perhaps in Lydney." Then one of the villagers told him about old Mr. Smith's house. Mr. Smith had died in the summer. His house was empty. It was for sale. The house was on the corner of Main Street and Church Lane. "I'll ask about the house tomorrow," said the young man. "Perhaps I'll be lucky. Goodbye. I'll see you soon." The villagers watched him leave. They all saw his car. It was very big and luxurious. He looked rich. A few days later, Mr. Smith's house was sold, and in the middle of December the young stranger arrived. He moved into the house and worked very hard. He fixed the roof. He repaired broken windows. He painted and decorated. He changed the whole house. But there was a big surprise for the villagers. On the morning of Monday the 21st of December, they saw a big sign on the front of the house. And on the sign were these words: "The Corner Shop, Proprietor Dave Slayton." Chapter 2. The Village Meeting. The villagers could not believe it. A shop in Wood End. Everybody talked about it. There was once a shop in Wood End, but it had closed 20 years ago. Some people wanted the shop, but others did not. The villagers met in the evening in the village hall. Everybody was there. Everybody was interested in the new shop. "The corner shop is a good idea," someone said. "We need a village shop. We won't need to go to Lydney." Then Mrs. Harrison spoke. She liked the stranger, Dave Slayton. "I agree," she said. "A village shop is a good idea. It's too quiet here. Wood End needs a shop." "Nonsense," said Miss Brown. She was the village school teacher. "Lydney is not far away. There are lots of shops there." Soon everybody was shouting. Then Mr. Hart spoke. He was a very big man with a loud voice. "Listen, everybody," he shouted. "We've never had trouble in this village before. We've always been quiet and happy. Now this shop is causing trouble." "Let Mr. Slayton speak," someone said. "It's his shop. Let him speak." "Ladies and gentlemen," said Dave Slayton, "I don't want to cause any trouble. I'm still a stranger in your village. But I want to be one of you. I want to be your friend. I like the people of Wood End." He smiled, and a few people clapped. They liked him. "The corner shop will sell lots of things," he went on. "It will sell food and things for the house. Everything will be cheap, I promise." Everybody was listening carefully. "And I have another idea," he continued. "I'll sell village products." "What do you mean by village products?" asked Miss Brown. "I'll tell you, Miss Brown," he said. "I know that you make beautiful bread and cakes." Miss Brown smiled. Yes, she did make bread and cakes. Everyone knew that. "And you, Mr. Hart, I've seen your flowers. You grow beautiful flowers." Now Mr. Hart smiled. Yes, his flowers were beautiful. Everyone knew about them. "And Mr. Everett makes pots," someone said. "And Mrs. Davis makes dolls," said another voice. "And I do paintings of the village," said old Miss Lucy Gray. "Yes," said Dave, "you can all do something. You villagers are clever. You make lots of things. We can sell them to the tourists. In the summer, Wood End can make a lot of money." "But what about the money?" said Mr. Hart. "How will you pay us?" "That's a good question," said Dave. "And here's the answer. You'll bring your things to me, and I'll sell them for you. I'll keep some of the profit. You'll have the rest." "What a good idea," said Miss Brown. "Yes, I agree," said Mr. Hart. All the villagers agreed. Everyone in the village was happy with Dave Slayton's plan. The corner shop opened on Monday the 4th of January 1965. Soon the shop was busy, and Dave needed an assistant. The new assistant in the corner shop was Anna. She started work in late January. Chapter 3. The Corner Shop. Dave Slayton kept his promises. Things at the shop were good and cheap. "How does he do it?" asked Mrs. Harrison. "It's winter, but he's selling lots of fruit and vegetables, and they're cheap. I never go to Lydney now." The other villagers agreed. The corner shop was a success, and Dave seemed happy. He paid Anna good wages. Sometimes her friend Peter helped at the shop, and Dave gave him money too. Dave advertised in newspapers, and the village products sold well. People from Lydney came to the corner shop. There were lots of visitors, and Wood End became more interesting. The villagers were surprised, but pleased. They were making a lot of money. Dave lived alone in a flat above the shop. He was very popular in the village, but no one ever went to his flat. No one ever saw inside it. At the bottom of the stairs there were 2 doors. One led into the stockroom. The other door had a notice on it. "Special orders only. Keep out." The door was always locked. Anna never went into the special orders room. "Why do you lock that room, Dave?" Anna asked one day. "What's in there?" "It's for special orders," he replied. "Big orders." "But you won't get any big orders in Wood End," said Anna. Dave said nothing. He did not want to talk about that room. Chapter 4. A Beautiful Customer. For 3 months, everything was normal. Then, one day in April, an unusual customer came into the shop. The new customer was a very beautiful woman. She was wearing expensive clothes and arrived in a large car. "Is this the corner shop?" the woman asked. She looked round and seemed a little surprised. "Yes," replied Anna. "This is the corner shop. It's the only shop in the village." "I'm looking for Mr. Slayton, the owner of the shop," said the woman. "I think he's upstairs," said Anna. "I'll go and get him. Does he know your name?" "Yes, I think so," was the reply. "Tell him—" The woman stopped. "Tell him Miss Gordon is here. Miss Greta Gordon." Anna was amazed. "Are you Greta Gordon, the film star?" "Yes, that's right." The woman smiled, but she was nervous. "Wait a minute," said Anna. "I'll tell Mr. Slayton that you're here." Anna ran to the bottom of the stairs and called, "Dave! Dave! There's someone to see you!" "Who is it?" asked Dave from upstairs. "Miss Greta Gordon!" shouted Anna. "It's Greta Gordon, the film star!" "I'm coming," he said, and he came down immediately. "I'm pleased to meet you, Miss Gordon," he said. "Good morning," said Greta Gordon. She and Dave shook hands. She had beautiful hands, and she was wearing beautiful diamond rings. Anna had never seen so many diamonds before. Miss Gordon looked round. "Is this where you work, Mr. Slayton?" she asked. Once again she seemed nervous. "Yes," said Dave. "It's a small place, but it's big enough for me. Please follow me, Miss Gordon." Anna was surprised. Dave and Greta Gordon did not know each other. He did not call her Greta, and she did not call him Dave. He seemed to be in a hurry, and she seemed to be frightened. Anna watched them. Dave and Greta Gordon went to the back of the shop and into the special orders room. Greta Gordon was a special order customer. Anna thought that was very strange. She wanted to tell someone about Greta Gordon. Anna loved films. She wanted to tell Peter about the film star, but she had to stay in the shop. 10 minutes later, Greta Gordon came out of the special orders room. Dave went straight upstairs, and Greta Gordon came to the front of the shop. The film star looked terrible. She was pale. She was crying. Her eyes were red with tears. "What's wrong?" asked Anna. "Can I help you, Miss Gordon?" "No, thanks. I'm all right," said Greta Gordon. "Do you want to sit down?" said Anna. She got a chair, and the film star sat down. "Shall I get the doctor?" said Anna. "No, no," said Greta. "Please tell no one about my visit here. Please tell no one." Anna was disappointed. She wanted to tell everyone about Greta Gordon. She wanted to tell everyone about her famous customer. "I want to give you something," said Greta Gordon. "Here's a photograph of me. I'll sign it." She signed the photograph and gave it to Anna. "Please keep this," said Greta. "And please, keep our secret. Please don't tell anyone." "All right," said Anna. "I promise." The film star kissed Anna. She held Anna's hands. What a beautiful woman, thought Anna. And what beautiful hands. Then Anna noticed something. The diamond rings were gone. Chapter 5. A page in film news. Dave never talked about Greta Gordon. He never talked about her visit to the corner shop. One day, Anna asked him about the film star. "How do you know Greta Gordon?" said Anna. "Is she a friend of yours?" "I don't want to talk about her," Dave replied. "She was a special order customer. Don't ask any more questions about her, Anna." So Anna did not ask any more questions. She did not ask about Greta Gordon's special order, and she did not ask about the rings. Anna kept her promise. She never told anyone about the film star. Soon it was spring. Anna and Dave were busy. Mr. Hart brought lots of flowers to the corner shop, and Anna sold them to the tourists. There were lots of tourists that year. In May, Peter asked Anna to marry him. She said yes. They became engaged. They planned to get married in the following year. Now they needed money, so they worked hard and they saved. They were very much in love. On Saturdays, Peter played football or cricket, and Anna often went to the cinema in Lydney. He enjoyed sports, and she loved watching films. One day, Anna was reading Film News. This was a magazine about film stars. She turned the pages. There was a picture of Greta Gordon. Anna was pleased. What a surprise! Beautiful Woman was going to be a big film, and now Greta Gordon had the star part. Anna wanted to tell Peter about Greta, but she kept her promise. She did not tell anyone. But she did show Film News to Dave Slayton. "Look, Dave," she said, "here's a story about Greta Gordon. Isn't it great? She's got the big part in Beautiful Woman." Dave looked at the magazine. "Greta Gordon will star in Beautiful Woman." The star of Beautiful Woman was Joanna Lee, but Miss Lee has broken her arm. "I don't know what happened," said Miss Lee. "I was in my bedroom. I slipped and fell." Greta Gordon will now be the star of Beautiful Woman. "I'm so lucky," Greta told us yesterday. "I've always wanted the part. I can't believe it." "I don't know anything about films," he said. "Is Greta Gordon a big star?" Anna laughed. "Big star? Yes, she is. She's terrific." Dave didn't seem interested. "I hope she's happy with her big part," was all he said. Chapter 6. A Quick Kiss. Summer tourists were arriving in Wood End. The weather was beautiful and the shop was doing well. But Anna was not very happy. She often thought about Greta Gordon's visit. Why had she come to see Dave? What had happened to the diamond rings on her fingers? There was another problem. Anna loved Peter, and she was going to marry him. But she liked Dave too. Dave was older, but she liked him. All the women liked him. But Anna was very close to him all day. In the daytime, Anna was with Dave. In the evening, she was with Peter. Anna was living two lives. One life was with Dave, the other life with Peter. Then one Friday, Dave surprised Anna. "What are you doing tomorrow?" he asked her. "Would you like to spend the day with me? We can go anywhere you like. We can go in my car." "I'm sorry, Dave," said Anna, "but Peter wouldn't like it." "Don't be silly," said Dave. "We won't go far. I'll close the shop at lunchtime, and we can go to Lydney." Anna wanted to go with Dave, but she was worried about Peter. "Don't worry about Peter," said Dave. "He's always busy on Saturday." Anna thought for a moment. "All right," she said. "You take me to the best cinema and to the best restaurant. Then I'll come with you." "Of course," laughed Dave. "Anything you want, Anna." So the next afternoon, Dave and Anna went together to Lydney. They had a good time. Dave bought Anna a new, expensive dress. Then they went to a cinema and afterwards to a restaurant. Peter played cricket that Saturday. He never knew about Anna's day with Dave. He was playing in another village and returned to Wood End very late. Dave and Anna were also very late. Dave stopped his car near the corner shop. The night was warm. "Thanks, Dave," said Anna. "It was a lovely day." "I enjoyed it too," said Dave. He put his arm round her shoulders and kissed her. It was a quick kiss, but for Anna, it was wonderful. Chapter 7. Another special order. The summer passed. The corner shop was always busy. Sometimes Dave opened the shop on Sundays too. Anna earned a lot of money. Everyone thought that she was happy. But life was difficult for her. She liked Dave. He was her boss, and he was older than her. But Peter was her fiancé, and he was about the same age. Dave was quite rich, but Peter had no money. Dave bought Anna clothes, and he took her out. Peter did not buy her clothes and never took her anywhere. He was more interested in football. Anna did not like football. Now it was September. Peter played football every Saturday. One Saturday, there was a big football match on television. Mr. Hart had the biggest television in the village, and he invited some people to his house. He invited Peter and Anna. On Friday, the day before the match, Anna was working in the shop all day. At 5 o'clock, she locked the shop door. 2 minutes later, the bell rang, and Anna went to the door. There was a young man outside. He was carrying a small case. "Hello," she said. "Can I help you?" "I hope so," said the young man. "I want to see Mr. Slayton." "I'm afraid that the shop is closed now," said Anna. "We're open tomorrow morning." "But I've got an appointment," said the young man. Then Dave spoke behind Anna. She hadn't seen him. "Yes, I've been waiting for you," said Dave. "You're late." "I'm very sorry, Mr. Slayton," said the young man. Never mind, said Dave rudely. His rudeness surprised Anna. The young man seemed afraid. "But can you see me now?" he asked. "Yes," said Dave. "Come in." Dave turned to Anna. "Anna, it's after 5 o'clock. You can go home now." "I won't be long," said Anna. Dave was angry. "Hurry up and go home," he said. But Anna wanted to stay. She wanted to know about the young man. The young man followed Dave to the back of the shop and into the special orders room. Another special order, another special customer. Anna waited. But soon it was 5:30. Anna put her coat on and left the shop. She closed the door very loudly. Then she went round the corner and waited. Soon there was a noise. The young man was leaving the shop. Anna could not see him, but she could hear him. He was speaking to Dave. "Are you sure?" said the young man. "What do you mean?" asked Dave. "Is this the only way?" said the young man. "Yes, it is," said Dave. "Don't worry, everything will be all right. Goodbye." Anna heard the shop door close. She came round the corner and saw the young man. He was walking quickly to his car. Anna noticed immediately that he was not carrying his case. She followed him. "Excuse me," she said, "you've forgotten something. You've left something behind." The young man turned round. Anna stopped. Suddenly she was frightened. The young man's face was white. It was white with fear. "Please go away," said the young man. "Leave me alone. I want to go home. Leave me alone." He got into his car and drove off. Anna stood in the street and watched him. She was thinking. Why had the young man come to the corner shop? What was his special order? And why had he left his small case with Dave Slayton?